Thank you, Jimmy. And we'll roll right down into Jimmy's media availability. Of course, Jimmie Johnson drives the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. He's currently third in points. He's four-time defending NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, 2009 Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year, and probably more importantly, a new father. So congratulations, Jimmy. How's it feel to be a dad?
It's unbelievable. His parents know and understand I'm only 2 days into this, so there's a lot more to go. But Wednesday was the absolute best day of my life, and last 2 days have been incredible. Not a ton of sleep. I just got up from a nap, so if I have bedhead and all that kind of stuff and not quite awake, I apologize. But it's incredible. I'm so thankful that she is healthy and doing amazing, and Shani is as well. And we're excited. We're looking forward to getting Shani home Sunday after we get back from the race and the baby home. Hopefully we'll have a name by then. I think we have to before we can get her home. So the clock is ticking, but we're just way excited and blessed and thankful that everything's well.
Congratulations, Jimmy. We'll take some questions now. We'll start here with Chris Jenkins, and we'll move over to Reagan. Chris, raise your hand there. Thank you.
Chris Jenkins, Associated Press. Jimmy, can you describe your travel schedule this weekend? Did you come in today, and are you going back tonight and back and forth?
Yeah, last 2 nights I stayed at the hospital with Shani and the baby, and flew up this morning. And tonight I'll go home and relieve Shani's mom and let her go get cleaned up and get an overnight bag. And I'll go back home sometime tonight and crash out and get some sleep so that I have plenty of energy for tomorrow. And then, of course, get back to the hospital at some point in the morning and spend some time with everybody before I fly back up. So we're very fortunate that the schedule is a night race and a lot of flexibility to come to and from and allow me to get home each night.
Go ahead, Reagan.
Jimmy, where does Chicago rank on your list of races to win still, especially with Chad being from the area, and is it a big deal?
Yeah, it really is. I know Chad has joked with me over the years that we were able to get our first win in my home state, and he wants one here really, really bad. I'm not sure it's it would be like a Daytona 500 to him, but I know it's really high on his list. We've been close over the years, and in I guess '08, I just messed up on a restart and allowed the 18 to get by me and win that race, and I feel terrible for that and promised him I'd get him one time and not make that mistake again. So we're excited for that, and then the history I have with the track, I've always enjoyed this track and won my one and only nationwide race here, and it'd be great to cross another track off the list if it was possible, tracks that we haven't won at.
Go ahead, Steve.
Steve Ballard, Indianapolis Star. Jimmy, congratulations to you and your wife. I'd like to just ask you a couple of Brickyard-related questions. One, what you recall about last year's race when it looked like Montoya had things pretty much in hand most of the day, and he made a mistake, and you were there to kind of take advantage of it. And then secondly, what would it mean to you to join a pretty elite list of four-time winners at the Speedway?
Yeah, it would be a huge honor to join the list of four-time winners. Just to win there once is a career maker for anyone. So to have the 3 victories there mean a lot to me. And when I went to do the Winner's Circle appearance a month or so ago, I was there with Rick Mears, and to see him as a 4-time winner and to talk about his experiences at the track and what it's done for his life and career was neat and helped me open my eyes to his world and in the open car world, open wheel world there. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. Last year's race was had track position on his side and was really, really strong, and we had to overcome. I don't remember why, if it was a bad qualifying effort or what, but we had to fight our way through the pack and get there. And really, we're one of the only cars that could. I know when the 42 was mired back in traffic. Granted, he didn't have a ton of time left, but he really didn't go anywhere. So we look back and are very proud of the fact we could pass cars and work our way to the front. And I remember I started next to Mark on that last restart on the outside, and I was committed to attempting to run flat through turn 1 on the outside of Mark with him being in the preferred lane. I knew that was my opportunity, and if I could stay alongside of him through 1, I felt like down the back straightaway I should be able to get by him. And went into turn 1 committed and made it through without tearing up any race cars, and exited off turn 2 and had the lead.
Right here. Jackie, where are you? David and Claire, and then we'll come over here. Kenny, Dustin. Go ahead. Get to as many as we can. Go ahead.
David Newton, ESPN.com. Congratulations. 2 questions. First, you're planning a 1-hour special on Sunday to announce the name of the baby, and second, I guess Dale Jr. set up iRacing for you before the Sonoma race, and you did well there, obviously. Tell me how that helped, and are you using it for tracks like Chicagoland where you want to improve there too?
No, on the special. I didn't realize that be so much interest behind it, and behind the baby's name, I should say. And I don't know if the nurses are just being nice or what, but they say it's pretty common to have parents in there that don't come in with the name. Although I look in the nursery and there's these little yellow stickers on all the children with first names, and ours is one of the very few in there without one. So wherever I look, the pressure is kind of there, but we're just taking our time, and we'll have one here before long, I'm sure. But the iRacing thing, it was helpful for me. I think if you haven't been to a racetrack and if you haven't driven that type of vehicle, or that it's a big help. For me, it's a pretty complicated game, or simulator, I should say. So for me to go in with the stock setup for the prototype and drive it on the track was good, but it was 6 or 7 seconds off the pace of what we were running there in the race. So it gave me some reference points. It helped me out. I should have spent more time with it, working on the setup and trying to make the car go faster. But it was very helpful. And as I got up to speed, I could see how it helped with the visual references and the rhythm of. I learned the shift points, what gear to be in where, which was totally different than our Cup car with their 5-speed gearbox and how much faster those cars are in the turns. The bust up, we're normally in second gear in a Cup car, and they're in third gear pretty fast. Like you're flying through there in third gear. So it was very helpful for me. I don't think it would help me as an experienced Cup driver right now for Chicago or something, but I do understand that F1 has these teams have some pretty complicated simulators, and those I think will work. Some of them move, and you can get a sense of G-loading and what the car's doing. I think if you get into that realm, there's a lot to learn there, and it'd be very helpful.
Go ahead, Claire.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. Can you talk about what, you're talking about 2 days being into it, but what does it feel like to you being responsible, more responsible, or different at all? And tell us anything you can also about the baby, because everyone was so debating what it would mean for you to have a baby, best day of your life, but what is it feeling like, You
have to say, leaving the hospital today to come up here has really activated my mind to think about other things, and I can't stop thinking of her and Shani and the whole experience. I hear noises, and for the last 2 nights, I've been sleeping next to her and Shani, and every noise you're wondering if it's good or bad. And so I'll hear something, and it's a car, and I jump and think, oh, that's not a baby. What the hell are you thinking? So it's really weird how those 2 days of nonstop action of try to feed, try to get some rest, and before you know it, little girl's making noise again. It's time to feed, time to rest. That you get in that rhythm of things, and it's a little disoriented. You're just out of it. So it's nice to, even though it's tough to leave, to get away today and try to get back to work and go back tonight. So then she keeps sending me photos of her at different parts through the day, and that's not making it any easier being away.